Hey guys, and welcome back to Hypertora. Today I've got my Tokyo treat box. This arrived this morning, all the way from Japan and Tokyo. It's sent directly from there. You even have the customs direct declaration on the back. I'm really looking forward to this. Tokyo Treat is one of my favourite subscription boxes. It's most probably the least likely one that I would drop if I was to get rid of a few subscription boxes to save money, because it's full of lots of Japanese treats and sweets and lots of edible things you can actually eat, rather than t-shirts and figurines that I get in the rest of the boxes. So let's open it up and have a look at what's inside. So the first thing you get at the top of the box is a nice little magazine pamphlet booklet. These are relatively new. This is volume 2. I've had Tokyo Treat for a little while now. You used to get a little sheet with what was inside the box and told you what it was, but especially with DIY kits, with everything being in Japanese, it was very difficult to work out what to actually do with your DIY kit. So this little booklet now has all the stuff that was previously on the sheet that said what was in the box, but also has instructions for your DIY candy, what are all the bits from the different levels. So you've got small, regular and premium boxes, and there's also a few competitions and things which are inside the box here. There's a few bits and bobs, and of course somewhere in here 10 to 11 will be the instructions for all the DIY candy, which are here, which I'll need later. I won't do them now, because I don't want to eat them all so quickly, otherwise I'll be on a sugar high, but also so I can spread it out across the next few weeks until my next box arrives. So I shall keep this on the table, just so I know what everything is, because unlike my other boxes, I pretty much have no clue what half the things are in these. So to start off with, we have look strawberry. Looks a bit like a shape of a Kit Kat, but it's the center looks a bit fresher. So it's looks 2 types of strawberry, chocolate coated strawberry treat. So that looks like it's going to be very nice. And it looks like a kind of fondue center with a kind of liquidy strawberry sauce on the top, which will be the 2 types of strawberry there. So that's going to be very interesting. The next thing I noticed, this is quite obvious what it is. It's some nachos here, so chili nacho flavoured chips, or crisps if you're from the UK like me. So that would be quite interesting and a fun thing to eat. This looks actually quite similar to last month. It's a bit like hula hoops that we get here in the UK, a bit thinner. So it's another bag of chips or crisps. It looks like it's salmon flavoured, pollock flavoured, so marinated roe pollock, served with pasta. So that's going to be a rather interesting thing to eat. It's some of the Japanese foods, especially the fish ones, they're either good or sometimes they're just a bit fishy and a bit weird to eat when you're used to UK cuisine. So that's that one. What do we have? We have a set of chopsticks. Aha. So sometimes in the boxes that we get from Tokyo Treat, there's not always sweet. Sometimes there's a Pokemon figurine or something else in here. So this is a Good Luck Fortune chopstick. So let's see if I can see what fortune's attached to it. Although I have the suspicion that it's going to be in Japanese or Mandarin. So how do you open this? So if you tear down, you can sort of see the lettering on the inside of the packaging. None of it in English, so I won't have a clue how to read that. If any of you out there can translate this, feel free to comment it below. So that is my full good luck fortune, if anyone at home is able to translate that. And we also have a nice green pair of chopsticks as well, which I pretty much collect chopsticks. They're very useful when you're eating Chinese or Japanese. Okay, we have what looks like some chocolate popsicles for Valentine's Day, because it was February obviously, so it's Valentine's. And to double check that, yep, Fujiya Peko Poco chocolate. So chocolates, you can't go wrong with chocolate. I love sweet things, they're the best thing in the world. This looks quite amusing. This looks like one of our DIY candy kits. It looks like a bit like laces in both red and green grape flavour. Let's see if I can find it on the sheet. Okay, so string candy grape muscat taste. So you twist the candy together to create different shapes and flavour creations. So I love Japanese grape flavoured candy, especially soda, melon soda as well. When I went to Japan, they're kind of the best things I found out there that you can't get in the UK. So that's pretty good. Okay. We've got some, next up, some nice Japanese jelly beans. I don't think we need much explanation for that. So they're pretty awesome. It's apple, grape, muscat flavoured jelly beans. So perhaps a few flavours we don't get in the UK, because you don't tend to get grape flavoured things in the UK very much. But that's very good. I love things like this. I have a sweet tooth, so I prefer them over the crisps. Next, we have what looks like a kind of rice cake. It's Kiki and Lala Strawberry Crunch. So it's a strawberry flavoured rice puff pieces. So it's a bit like in the UK you get Kellogg's rice crispy kind of bars. So that looks very similar but strawberry flavoured. I do get the premium box, which is why there's so much stuff in here. Next we have what looks like chewing gum in 3 different flavours. Grape, we have grape, strawberry, blueberry, strawberry and lemon chewing gum. So that saves me going to the shop for chewing gum this week. And it's nice to have some different flavours. Japanese candy is always quite sweet, which is good for me because of my sweet tooth. So that's a lot of fun. Next, you can't mistake what this is. It's strawberry pocky or tomoki, and if you can see that in the video, they're heart shaped. So if you break into them, they're nice heart shaped sticks, especially for Valentine's Day, which is very good. Our next DIY candy looks like some ice cream cones. So Creasy's Mr. Fun Bakery. So you can make some ice cream cones here. So some pie fillings to fill to the brim with whipped filling and sprinkles. So it's similar to something that I had come last month. You tend to mix the stuff with water. You get a little tray which you mix with water with the powder, and then you put it into the cone shapes. One of the ones I did the other day, pretty much all the DIY candy kits, most of them all come with powder which you have to mix. If you look around YouTube, you can find a Japanese DIY candy kit for like a burger and chips, just a little, only a little portion, but the bun, the bread, the meat itself is all rehydrated powder which is formed together and then microwaved. So it's quite interesting how they do that, and it's something that you don't get in the UK is powdered rehydrated food other than maybe sort of camping kits. So these are always fun to make. We have 3 more things left. So we've got kind of what looks a bit like a cracker. It's a double berry cookie crisp, which looks very tasty. It's feels soft, so it's a kind of, you can feel it's a bit like a cookie instead of a cracker. Next up, it looks like chewing gum or bubble gum again. It's soft candy, pickled plum flavored. So this may actually not be chewing gum, it may just be chewing candy, a bit like Chewits or Starburst. So they're quite nice to carry around and sort of chew while you're sitting at your desk. And the very last thing we have is a can of drink, because they've started putting drinks in. It's a very weird one. I think it's when I went to Japan, the weirdest thing I brought back food-wise was probably Hokkaido red bean Kit Kats. They look a bit like kidney beans. So this is a sweet red bean soup. So it looks like you can drink it straight from the can, but to best enjoy it, you have to heat it, which is something you don't tend to do in the UK. Is you don't get cans of drink which you then heat up. You tend to get powders which you add hot boiling water to. And this is something I discovered in Japan, is you can go to a vending machine which gives you hot drinks, and rather than ours where they give you a paper cup and then it fills up the drink, theirs heats up a can of drink and actually puts the can out at a reasonable temperature, not too hot so that you can't hold it, but hot enough to drink, which is rather interesting. And I suppose it's quite good because it means you're not spilling your drink and you've got the exact portion there, which is quite fun. So thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video down below and subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to keep in tune for next week, because we're going to be doing a curry challenge with the Anime Society. It's going to be using the Carolina Reapers. So that's going to be a very, very hot curry. I've done it a few times before, but this one's actually going to be a lot hotter than what I've done before. We're going to use a fair bit of powder and a fair bit of whole dried chilies as well. And there should be about 7 to 9 people coming over from Anime to join me for that. So I'm hoping that we can fit everyone in the shot. But tune in next week to watch everyone's face go red, hopefully start crying. It'd be rather interesting. But thank you for watching, and see you.